You may be asking yourself, are we looking at a close-up of Shrek's ass? Why am I zooming in? We got to zoom out. No, we're not. We're looking at the newest controller from Retro Fighters. And I have a few pictures here I want to take a look at with you guys. And I want to talk about some of the features of this controller. This is the Hunter from Retro Fighters for the Xbox. So there's a lot of cool little things going on here. I've not used one of these yet, so this is not a review or anything. This is just letting you know. Pre-orders should be live as of this video going live. So links down below if you want to check it out. How much does this thing cost? They did send me this note about a week ago, bunch of info, and I do not see the price on there. I would imagine it's going to be in line with the pricing of their other controllers, but I do see it says, here's the info, Ron. Let me know if you have any questions. I failed. I had like almost a week. I could have been like, hey, how much is this going to cost? I failed, but links down below. Just check it out. But we got a few pictures. So this green one here, as you see, you got that black and white button. I don't know what's up with that bubble. It looks like there's a bubble in that button. These are early pictures or whatever. I don't know if there's supposed to be bubbles in the buttons, but there's two colors. That green, which I honestly think is going to be the more popular of the two. But you got the green and you got the black. Now, as far as features go, got to make sure it's like set straight from the get-go here, a minute and a half into this video. This is compatible with the original Xbox. Not the 360, not the Xbox One, not the Series S or X. This is for the original, the OG, the fat boy Xbox, that big giant beast that if you dropped on your toe, you no longer had a toe. If you dropped it on your head, I don't know what the hell to tell you. I'm not have a lot of experience with the original Xbox as I got into the Xbox consoles during the 360, but I had one for a little while that was all modded out, and I know it's huge, like people modding these things and just loading up every damn game out there. And essentially it seemed like, hey, this is like the Dreamcast 2. It was pretty badass. I may have to try to get another one. I was having some issues with the one I had, but okay. The one cool thing here, or there's a few cool things, not just that it's compatible with the original Xbox, but also the Nintendo Switch and the PC. Thank you, because a lot of companies, I'm not singling anybody out, pretty much all of them, who've been making like retro controllers for old consoles, new retro controllers that had proprietary plugs. A lot of times, not always, but they'd make one controller for that system and, wireless option. You couldn't use it for anything else, that would happen. Then be like, okay, now let's make a Switch version or whatever. No, these guys, they're starting to do where it's like everything comes all bundled in. So this comes with a wireless adapter for the Xbox, and then it should come with the USB one since it says it works with the Switch and the PC. So that's a good job there. Good job there. Now, another thing, let's keep moving on these pictures. I don't want to be here for too long with this, but you see that texture? It looks like there's a bit of texture on the outside there. But let's move along here. One big thing that I think needs to become the standard, these analog sticks, they're Hall effect analog sticks. Why has this not become the standard? This technology's been out there for the longest time. The Sega Saturn, the 3D pad used Hall effect. And what is the importance of this? Less likely to have drift, a prolonged lifespan for these analog sticks. So having Hall effect analog sticks, I think at some point we just need to call it like, hey, if your controller doesn't come out with Hall effect analog sticks, it's getting a thumbs down. I think at some point, maybe starting now, come on now, just use the no drift, Hall effect analog sticks. That's what we need. So they also have precision analog triggers, pressure sensitive buttons, next gen ergonomic shape and design, which they say with every controller they make. But okay, hey, like this one, I don't see the little butt bubble in the white button. I don't know. That's probably a render. This is probably an early prototype or something. Yeah, maybe there won't be bubbles. I don't know. I just noticed that bubble on that button, but in these images, which look to be renders, there's no bubble. So we'll find out when this releases. Does it come with the bubble in the button or not? Or is that just because of the early prototype in that picture? But look at this green. My God, it looks beautiful. I like that green color, man. It's like a darker green, like the original, like controllers that came with the original Xbox. Looks very nice. Looks very nice. What else we got here? So there's that. We got wireless rumble added the white and black shoulder buttons, or is that what that is? Why does it say shoulder buttons? Precise and accurate D-pad. We will have to be the judge of that. I really hope so. Easy sync and setup, and then premium textured grips. Like you don't have to pay extra. Oh, here's a little video. I think they put this up as a YouTube short as well, but I have the download of it. But there you go. It's like taking over. Here's the dongle action. Barely, you know. There you go. There you go. Look at that texture on the shoulder buttons. That's nice. Don't you like some texture on your controllers? So look at that tiny little Sony CRT. Holy crap! But I think this is the Retro Fighters logo. Is that metallic? Is it like a chrome on there? Look at that texture. Did you see the texture on the grips? Oh my god! I think that does it for some people. Does it do it for me? Not always, because sometimes the texture on these grips. I think one of the 8-bit. Now that I'm like thinking about it, one of the 8-bit controllers recently, the texture on the grips, like it feels like a medium grit sandpaper. Like if your hands are dry and it'll like freaking grate your hand, man. Like keep them moisturized. I don't know, dude. But there so there we go. These are the controllers. Pre-orders are available now. More information in those links down below. I just wanted to bring this to you guys, give you the heads up if you're not aware. You know, a lot of people are big Xbox fans. They really enjoyed the original Xbox. And, you know, I had one for a while and it just, I don't know, there's just issues that I was having. I got to find somebody who really like knows what they're doing, because I don't get the time to set up an Xbox, but, you know, find somebody selling one that's already like pre-set up and whatnot, ready to go type of thing. I don't know, because there's a lot of cool games on the original Xbox that I've played and I've become aware of. So it's like, yeah, that would be cool, man. And, you know, to have more wireless controllers out there for this system, because I think that was one thing. Like, I can't remember the brand. Was it Logitech? Like, I had one for a little while. There was wireless controllers, but they're becoming harder and harder to find. So when these companies are like, hey, let's revisit these old consoles, maybe the original Xbox isn't the most popular console ever, but I'm sure it sold enough and enough people are, you know, interested that making wireless controllers for it now is definitely a good thing. People are going to buy them. So yeah, you know, with old options kind of dwindling down, having a new option, I think is a plus, as long as it's quality, as long as everything works great. Those analog sticks on point, the D-pad, always, man. We got to be rough on these D-pads. As long as the D-pad is legit, then we're in it. You know, I think the other stuff, the face buttons, the triggers, they got the Hall effect analog, so that should be fine. Shouldn't be hard to get the buttons right, but that D-pad, I hope it's fine. Let me know what you guys think. Appreciate it. Bye.